my god, heck, I'm done. Welcome, Aries, to your general reading for August 2017. Here's your spread. I've already started reading it, and I'm going to tell you what I started reading and then go from there. There's kind of a fuck it energy, and also sort of a self-indulgence, cry for help almost type of thing, and a passive aggression, and sort of a stuckness in your ways, in the sense that you feel justified and you feel like your I guess thoughts and feelings and actions and that kind of thing are one or the other or all of them are true, right? You're very kind of certain, but in almost an extreme way, in such a way that's not projecting, that's not the right word, but that's what's the word? Holy moly. Dang, I'm so tired. What is the word that I'm looking for? Fuck, I'm totally blanking. Wow. Damn. Shit. Holy shit. I'm about to start getting kind of frustrated. Okay, anyways, I'm feeling, it's a good thing this is the last one. I'm feeling that might be related to, because it's a sort of it's a very uppity sort of energy in a way. It's very much like, it's almost like you're tired, right? Like you're tired and you've kind of reached a breaking point and you need some help, kind of, is what I'm kind of getting. It's a little bit strange for this, and so, but I'm getting that pretty strongly, is that like you need some help and it's almost like a cry for help, you're almost acting out, type of thing. And it's just a passive aggressive and maybe sort of subconscious cry for help. Yeah, and an indulgence in your own ways, and a sort of neglect for everybody else, right? Neglect for anything else, really. It's a nihilistic sort of energy that I'm getting. Like I said, a fuck it energy, like you're really kind of don't care. You don't really care this month, I guess, is what I'm getting at. There may be some illusion of caring. You may be putting on some kind of a face, but that's more of a just like disrespect thing, sort of, right? That's like again a justification of like you don't feel like it matters that you're being disrespectful by maybe not being truthful to somebody. Whether it's straight up not being truthful or just omitting information about what you're going through a little bit, right? Because that's where I'm seeing this kind of like acting out, is that you're feeling so kind of rough inside a little bit, and you don't really know how to handle it, and you kind of need some help, but you don't know how to ask for it. Maybe you're not aware that you need help, right? Or that there's people around you who can kind of help you. Or you are just sort of not willing to ask for it. Could also be another factor. You could feel like you've asked for it so many times that like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't have to ask over and over again. Kind of done sort of energy. For August, so it's a little bit heavy. I'll go ahead and pick these up and put some cards down and come back with some advice on what you can do to kind of deal with this. All right, Aries, I'm back with your advice. And my customary the cards are definitely warning you to against being so stubborn, you know what I mean? This is my kind of ill-advised, what it doesn't want you to do, and leading down into kind of what I'm feeling is where that could bring you, right? Is this kind of darkness. It's a very sort of dark and outside of reality sort of energy. And here, you know, anger and very, very stuck in your own mind and your own justifications, and this sort of sense of like control and stubbornness and naivety and that kind of thing. And rather than sort of indulging in this energy, to take care of yourself. Like, please take care of yourself, I guess, is really what it's saying, and to use the help that you can. Use what you know to be objectively true about what you're going through. You know, don't give in to your sort of impulses, your negative impulses, because those could really lead you to a place that you don't want to be, I think. And to rather than being hyper controlling, even though you do want to control this situation, to embrace instead sort of self-care and awareness, right? That you can, this sort of idea that you're important. I don't know why I'm stuttering on that. This idea that you're important, right? And you should take care of yourself. And that the way to take care of yourself is to calm down and accept help, ask for help in a rational, logical way, right? You know that there's things and people around you. Stop to think about it and use your resources and figure out what you can do and be really honest with yourself, and don't bullshit yourself. You know what I mean? There could be a real chance of justifying things in a negative way that you don't really want to do. Just be really truthful to yourself, and that's what in reality is going to lead you to this sense of control, right? Of real, true control and balance and fulfillment, right? And lead you to a place where you can also help others with that sort of thing. Like, this could be a really transformative thing if you really are able to stick with it, right? Or it could be kind of a detrimental thing, and you could sort of, you know, you've climbed the ladder all this way, you could really fall all the way back down to the bottom if you give in too much to your impulses this month. You want to kind of shift the desire to be defensive into a self-care, into being really truly self-defensive against your negative habits and whatnot, right? Those are the real threat to you this month, not people coming in and sort of questioning those things or asking for clarity or not understanding your point of view and that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Those people aren't the threat. The real threat is your inability to sort of tell yourself the truth. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. Make sure that you're being really honest, and that, you know, you're being honest and vocal about what you're feeling and what you're going through, even if it's not super clear, because it might not be very clear. But you have to kind of start with not lying to yourself in ways that you know are lies. You know what I mean? And really, you know that. So that's where the kind of inward focus sort of comes from. But there'll be rewards if you can do that. You know, this sense of control that's causing you to sort of lash out is this desire for a sense of control, and like I said, the way that you really are going to be able to gain actual, real, true control over your demons, I guess, is by integrating them, kind of. You know what I mean? Deal with them. Don't just stuff them down because you hate them. I know that's kind of vague advice, but yeah, tell yourself the truth about yourself, right? and not in a hateful way, not in a spiteful way, but in a constructive way. You don't have to like hate the parts of yourself that are kind of negative. It's not worth it. You know what I mean? It's really not worth it. It's just, that's you. So you need to, in order to get over it, you have to kind of be productive with it and work with it, not against it, not just be kind of aggressive towards it, because that doesn't really work. Like, that never really works. It just doesn't work. So yeah, a good time definitely to look for help and to get help, and to remind yourself to help yourself and do what you can to help yourself. And one of those things is to get help too, and to reach out in a very forward, honest way. So yeah, good luck, Aries. Hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully this gives you something to remember this month, if you're feeling kind of moody or whatever. So, yep. All right. Thank you very much. Goodbye.